Welcome to the 50-Yard Line, episode 12. I'm Camden Doris with head coach Matt Hoover. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good.
Coach, this past week took on Quanah, going 1-0 in district, 5-1 on your season. Had past 2 weeks 2 top 10 performers. Jackson Graves 2 weeks ago from the Fritch game from Press Pass Sports, and then Julius Atherton getting that honor from Press Pass Sports and Kel Steed over in Amarillo from the Quanah game. So obviously a big win, a lot of points scored. Defense played solid. I think Dr. King had a stat line for you. It was 160 something points to 0. I think that's what he had the past 3 games. So tell us, overall. I mean, you get those shutouts, but sometimes you as a coach you go through there and you see things we need to fix or work on. But overall, how do you think that the Quanah game went?
I thought it went really well. Anytime you can hold an opponent to 0 in general, I don't care, what their record is.
Yeah.
It's always a big feat. And then, one of the things that I think that kind of sticks out, from the last 3 games is we haven't given up over 75 yards rushing in a game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of that's one of our goals every week is to always stop, teams' runs. Our goal for the week every time is hold an opponent under 125 yards rushing, and I think we've accomplished that in every game we've played this year. So, the good thing is you got to be able to stop the run, and our kids have done a good job, doing that.
Right.
The last couple weeks it's been. It seems like, we're just loading the box and, taking away what they do well. And, as we, move on, we know we're going to have to, back out of there and cover some passes at some point in time.
Right.
But, when you get pressure like those guys do, I mean, Jackson had 7 sacks against Fritch. So, you get in those situations where you're getting a good pass rush all the time.
Yeah.
It makes it a whole lot easier to cover those guys in the back end.
Right. And, Quanah last week just adding some more wrinkles. This seems like the guys are getting really comfortable in the offense and just adding a few wrinkles here and there. Yeah. Just kind of adding to the package and getting some other guys involved.
One of the things that we kind of started working, 2 games ago with Fritch was just kind of our tempo stuff.
Right, yeah.
And
huge too.
And it's just we make a call and it's like we're in it and we're going. We're trying to line up as fast as we can and run plays as fast as we can, and it's been good to us. And just adding little things here and there offensively has been really good for us. Yeah,
that tempo I think has been a lot of fun to watch, and then just pretty explosive from a lot of different guys. So that's been very beneficial, and then just playing into that with tempo, it just makes it extra hard on defenses. This coming week, 1-0 in district. Quanah got Memphis on the road again this coming week. How do you feel about Memphis?
Memphis is a team that I've seen them. We saw them play early on against. They played Rawls the week before we did, and they got a win against them. Memphis always has a couple athletes that can go. And, they had a kid in that game that went for 180-something yards receiving. And then last week against Shamrock, they had a rusher that went for 130 yards. So, I mean, we've got to do a good job of, playing a balanced defensive attack this week against them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a big monster defensive lineman, offensive lineman that's playing pretty good for them. So we just got to make sure we do a good job of knowing where he's at in their defense, because they kind of wherever he's playing, they kind of load up the other side. So we just got to make sure that we're playing. Trust what's gotten us to this point.
Sure.
Playing hard-nosed defense and being physical on offense.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine against those guys.
Yeah, and going, this stretch of the season, keeping guys healthy is huge, and all those things, and just, like you said, just keep doing what you do, what you got you to this point. All the guys we interviewed last week, they took that loss personal. They knew that they could have played better and done better enough. But I think that they've learned from it, and really it's really shown, especially from that moment on.
Sure, and I think those guys. I mean, they've got big goals for themselves, and for the team, and I think that is one of the things that they understand, that everything that we're doing is an investment for later on.
Yeah,
and so just watching things and getting things correct, just little things that we've been working on since we first started, that we can add a wrinkle here, but technique wise we've got to get better at this first.
Right. And
we've done a great job of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
The kids have done a great job taking the little nuances that
I think so too.
These things are going to help us in the long run, and they've bought into that thought process, and hopefully we can go and keep going as long as we can. And
I've seen what I was noticed too throughout all season is just like unselfishness from the receivers, just getting
they've done a great job of making they've turned some of those plays that should have been 8 yards into a 20-30 yard game.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that you have to do to
mm-hmm.
To play really good football, and those guys have done a good job of selling out and doing that.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of speaks for your team how the receivers do that, and then the linemen have always done a good job up front this year. But I really see those guys, blocking downfield, not just watching the play; they're down there working.
They take pride in being good blockers.
Yeah.
They want to be in the frame of the film,
right?
Wearing a guy out.
Yeah. And they've done that, and so I expect that to continue, because I think they feel it, they see it, like you said, each and every week, and shows on the scoreboard. Right. So, well, Coach, appreciate your time. It's been a little bit, our schedules haven't meshed, and getting to meet up, but gotten to interview some of the kids, so enjoyed that part, and catch some more next week and the weeks to come. But be sure to tune in to YouTube this week in the 50-yard line. Be sure to tune in to the live stream, and Coach, good luck on the road at Memphis. Also listen on Legends 98.9, and stay tuned for Mustang Highlight.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call it quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shit on my greed. That's how I get it, success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. They don't wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need the brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. Plus a family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect, let them watch me elevating. Got them nauseous, cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the housing. Woo! Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Woo! Watch out, set it up. Bet you I shut it down. Watch out, get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner. Got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the winner about the cage. I need all the wins. Yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call it quits. Yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call it quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shield my greed. That's how I get it, success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous, down wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank, I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze, the roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag, I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag, I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math, I'm out of my